Okay. Ms. Jacobs.
Before I go, I'm going to present to my mayor and commission.
Are you not going to speak to the news family then?
Well, based on what I understand in regards to the comments that were provided to me and Mrs. Carr, that is not what we understand transpired. In regards to what initially was stated to us, what was communicated. Now, obviously now after almost a year, I'm hearing something different. So, it just, and also the EEOC report in regards to this issue pretty much was really succinct in regards to what transpired in regards to this incident. So, obviously, if there's an EEOC report that was filled out, that was communicated to them, and the same information that was communicated to us in this investigation were pretty much similar. Obviously, there is now, if I'm understanding it correctly, a conflict of what transpired. Now, I'm definitely glad to look into that in regards to that. But that's what, that information was not given to us.
Mr. Mayor, can I ask one question? Just on one question, if I may, and then I'll be
Please let's keep it orderly. Yes, sir. Go ahead, right? Yes, sir.
Have you or anybody else spoken directly to the fireman?
Yes.
And he told you there was a noose around his neck?
He described the incident that occurred, and the incident that you just specified that happened was not the information that he shared with us. And I had another witness in there.
I have a question.
Whoa. Okay, hold just a minute. Okay.
One thing.
Wait a minute. Mr. Anderson asked for an opportunity to ask a question.
My question is now, you said that the fireman said that there was a noose, a hangman's noose placed around his neck. Just like you would see somebody hanging from a tree, there was an actual noose, not a thread, not a shoestring, a sure enough staunch down hangman's noose. That's what that man told you. Is that right?
Around his neck.
Okay.
No, I didn't ask you that. Did he tell you it was a real noose?
It could be a shoestring.
Not a piece of string, not a shoestring. I want to know, was it, what I know a noose is, it's got a knot about that long that slips.
Mr. Commissioner.
Okay. Is that, no, wait a minute, is that what he had around his neck?
Mr. Commissioner, if I may, you can put your hand down there.
You're not answering my question.
For a moment, I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer. I promise you, I'm going to be respectful with you. I walked over to the fireman and I asked him, was a noose around his neck? But for the record, I want to say to you, if anything in a circle of motion went around his neck,
I know that's right.
it was completely
Please,
out of
ladies and gentlemen, let the man
But that's not what you said.
I stand by what I said.
I agree. I mean, you know, that ain't what you said. You
Right.
said that a sure enough noose was put around that man's neck.
I stand by what I said, but I also stand by if the record reflects different and there was anything placed around his neck, you and I should agree on this, that in an interview, it is totally out of order and unbecoming of leadership.
Okay. Let us, apparently there's some disparity between some reports from what you're saying and what has been reported to our city manager in our investigation. Please give us the opportunity now to look into this further incident or this to let us give us an opportunity, because there are, like I say, there are a couple of us new folks here, and this may be enlightening to some of the other commissioners. So please give us an opportunity to investigate. And I know this has been going a long time, but in light of the new developments, please offer us the opportunity to make sure, because we want to get the facts right and we want to make sure the proper stuff is done. So I would ask you to, and we would invite Mr. Neesmith, if he wants to be, we would be more than happy for him to sit around or sit in if we found that to be appropriate, or we will let him know what we find out as soon as possible when we make our determination. And if you have other information that we may need to help us with this, we would be more than happy to entertain that, and we'll owe you that.
And I'm not trying to throw this as a issue, as a similar situation, and I do appreciate the police department doing the investigation that they did. It got down to an issue of, shall we say, conflicting stories. Thus is the reason why we had to send all those individuals to a individual to take lie detector tests in regards to it, because we got several different conflicting stories in regards to that incident. So it sounds, once again, if it raises it level to that, we may have to do a similar situation to this to get to what all transpired in regards to who was telling the truth and who was not telling the truth.
Mr. Jackson, if I might, the fire department is ready. The personnel director was in the room at the time. I'm sure she's ready. All of my firemen that was in on the interview board's ready to take the lie detector test, as well as the people that was waiting in line to be interviewed with you.
We will, Chief. We'll get into it, Mr. DuBose. We will. I give you, my word and the word of the commission that we will do an investigation properly, and we will keep Mr. Neesmith informed of that as we proceed. I know that, and I don't want to belabor the point either, the investigation was completed in the police department. I think you do have a copy, Mr. Neesmith has a copy of that investigation. So, that action was taken, as the Mayor Pro Tem has already alluded to. That action, as I consider it, final, because that mayor and commission did act. Now, if there's another complaint or an issue that we need to take forward after that, we will, but I was considering that matter closed. Now, if it needs to be reopened, we need to look at that as well. But the investigation was done, it was completed, it was presented, and action was taken by a mayor and a commission to finalize that situation. Now, if there are other items or other circumstances that you need to bring for us to do something else, then we'll entertain those.
Just a second.
Yes, sir.
Before I go, on the fireman incident, it was a complaint made and signed to where the fireman complained of the noose around his neck.
We got it.
We can't say he didn't know.
Okay, let us, okay.
But I want that to be for the record.
I understand. But
And then when you said discipline that was taking place, well, the discipline was, he was.
I haven't said anything about discipline.
No, I'm saying.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So that's what I'm asking. That's my question. What was the discipline?
Okay.
Because he was terminated by the chief of police, and then our past mayor and other commissioners hired him back. So where is the discipline?
I mean, all I can refer you to is the past proceedings of the investigation and what the mayor and the commission did. I mean, I can't undo
And we
that.
appreciate you, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Because, your news
We
is appreciated.
owe you an update on that investigation involving further developments in the fire
Yes,
department, and we'll give you those.
Thank you, sir.
I want you to make sure you have it.
For the record, this
Yes, sir.
information wasn't given to us about this news around tonight.
Right.
We had no.
Nobody knew about that.
Yes, sir. The mayor, the city manager, he signed a complaint form.
No.
I have it in my truck and go get it.
No.
Oh, Mr. Neesmith.
In
Mr.
regards
Jacobs,
to the noose around the neck, the incident in regards to how it transpired was not communicated to us until just now. Okay? The incident in regards to another circumstance, what transpired, was communicated to us. Okay?
We'll make it.
Undoubtedly, there's some disparities, so let us look into it, please. We will get our attorney involved in it and our internal investigation, or if we need to get some EEOC folks to help
Thank you, guys.
investigate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.